各位朋友，大家好！今天是12月25日早上的9点15分，外面还是细雨迷蒙啊，所以我们需要回来。天空还是下着细雨，让我看看这边的风景，还有点凉啊，温度有点低，看看。今天真是像冬天这种感觉，特别强烈啊！可以读书了。Hazardous material practice test. You are behind the wheel of a truck carrying a shipment of hazardous material. The shipping paper must be in a pouch on the driver's door or in clean view within reach. Who is responsible for finding out what permits or special routes you will need to haul hazardous material? The driver. A vehicle placarded for hazardous material must have placards on four sides. Who is responsible for packaging, labeling, and preparing the hazardous material shipping paper for a common carrier? Shipper. There are two lists that the drivers, shippers, and carriers use to find out if a material is a regulated product. One of these lists is the list of hazardous substances and reportable quantities. If an X or an RQ is in the HM column of a shipping paper entry, the material list on the line is the largest part of the shipment. No one may smoke within 25 feet of any vehicle which contains explosive or explosives or flammable materials. Only one of these shipping paper description for a hazardous material in the right order. Which one is it? Hydrogen bromide, non-flammable gas, UN-104A. A truck carrying explosive has crashed with another vehicle. You should not pull them apart until the explosives have been placed at least 200 feet away from the vehicle and occupied buildings. You may not park a vehicle carrying hazardous material within 300 feet of an open fire. The transport index of a radioactive material tells the degree of control needed during transportation. When hauling hazardous material, you must stop your vehicle and check any due tires at least once every 2 hours or 100 miles, whichever is least. To stop for railroad tracks, you should stop 15 to 50 feet before the nearest truck. You are transporting. 刚才过去了一个消防车，是那个社区的消防车，它在这边转，在这个社区里面转来转去，防止这个节假日出现这种消防的情况，可以就在社区 To stop for railroad tracks, you should stop 15 to 50 feet before the nearest track. You are transporting hazardous material when you are not behind the wheel. The shipping paper must be on the driver's seat or in the punch or on the driver's door. In a punch on the driver's door. If hazardous material is spilling from your vehicle, don't move your vehicle any more than safety requires. You are going to hauling hazardous material over a route you don't know well. When should you check the route and get the permits needed for the trip before starting the trip? Carriers must give each driver who transport Class A and B explosive a copy of FMCSR Part 397. You should stop before crossing a railroad grade if your vehicle is carrying any amount of choro. You are hauling hazardous material and you find that one of your trucks is leaking. You must stop at the nearest safe place and fix it. When shippers package hazardous material, they must certify that this was done according to the regulations. The only exception is when the shipper is a private carrier carrying his or her own product. When filling a placarded vehicle, someone must always be at the nose, controlling the full flow. Animals and human foodstuffs should not be loaded in the same vehicle with persons. A driver who transports radioactive material 还下着呢，毛毛细雨。你今天去超市吗？
我可能要去一下。
去一下，你帮我烧点。
烧什么呢？
我给你列个清单，烧几样？
几样？
啊，
一点去呗。
你去那个大中华吗？
对啊。
大中华啊。
嗯。
好，行。
一起去转转嘛，你看。
好，节假日，与好友同行，心情是不一样的，心情相当的愉悦。
没事，我开车，行吗？
好的，好。几点走？
等一会儿吧，大概我怎么也得把这个收拾一下。
好嘞，好。
你先学习英文，不耽误你学习英文，再给你半个小时，够吧？
好的，今天足够。When shippers package hazardous material, they must certify that this was done according to the regulations. The only exception is when the shipper is a private carrier carrying his or her own product. When filling a placarded vehicle, someone must always be at the nozzle, control the full flow. Animals and human foodstuffs should not be loaded in the same vehicle with persons. A driver who transports radioactive material and has to follow a certain route must have had special training by the carrier within the last 2 years. Whenever your vehicle is placarded, don't drive near open fire unless you can safely pass the fire without stopping. When there is hazardous material emergency, you should do both of the above. Keep people away and warn them of danger. prevent smoking, and keep open flame away, which signal must be used to one of a stopped vehicle that contained explosive reflective triggers. When transporting channel in the cargo tanks, you must have both A and B, an approved gas mask, an emergency kit for controlling leak in fitting on the dam cover plate. If the work forbidden appears in the hazard class column of an entry in the hazardous material table, a common carrier must never transport the material. When handling package of explosive, you must never use hooks or other multi-tools. A railroad crossing is ahead of you, and you are hauling hazardous material when you stop for the crossing. You can stop as far as 50 feet from the nearest rail. Who is responsible for safely transporting a hazardous material shipment without delay and keeping the shipping papers in the right place? The driver. The base description of hazardous material includes the hazardous class, the ID number, and the proper shipping name. Which one must appear first on the shipping paper? The proper shipping names. Class A, explosive must not be transported in the combination vehicle if the vehicle includes a placarded cargo tank. You find an overheated tie during an unrouted inspection. If you are hauling hazardous material, you must remove the tie and place it in a safe distance from the vehicle. The port unit of the placarded vehicle must have a fire extinguisher with a UL rating of 10 BC or more. 我们还看看这个外面的景色吧。雨中的树木有晶莹的这个在。